Hey everybody, so I'm gonna try something a little new. I'm on a completely different map. I'm actually going to try to see if I can do this all on my own for one of these maps. I'm going to do this semi roleplay-ish that I have to start with not a lot. I just got a harvester, regular grain header. I gotta use my truck, and I've just got a planter. And all I've got is a house, a trailer, a buy station, a silo, and one plot of land. And I got to try to see if I can make this work and actually grow my farm. Uh, I just have this plot of land, and I have all of this to try to take over. I am going to slowly build up, so I'm not going to try to build up everything at once, but I'm going to try my best. Hey, Bree. Um, and try to build out from here to do this. I'm also going to try to, per month, I'm going to try to restrict myself to only a couple of yeah, because look at how big these contracts are. So I'm going to probably restrict myself to a couple of contracts per month and try to build up that way. But first things first, I'm gonna do what I usually do every time I play, and that is what's the difference here? But what I'm gonna do is do what I usually do when I play, even though I know they don't get you a lot of money, is yep, pretty much just automatically set these down and hopefully gain some extra income. I was also thinking if I should. Oh, these are mods put in. That's an interesting thing. Turn this and transform into different products, huh? I'll have to check that out on another thing. Ooh, maybe for funsies we can try making some ethanol here. That actually might help. It'd save us on making gas, but I'm gonna need more money to make that thing first. I think eventually I'm probably gonna try to get one of these farm productions down, start making things. But I guess let's look. What is oh, it's the worst time to sell right now. So we're gonna have to store that up and just go with what we got. So, and also I have access to those, but I do not know why I do. I know this is technically the Wizard Combine, but I have it set to where it's just base setting. It's not unrealistic. I'm gonna maybe wait a year or two before switching to oops, turn that back on. Yeah, it's gonna get very, very, very quick. But I have it set to kind of base settings because I'll eventually, in a couple of years, hopefully have it set to where I'll feel comfortable turning that setting on, be a little bit more realistic. But starting out, I'm going to keep it relatively slow to kind of keep myself from going too crazy with things to start out with. Also, as kind of a semi roleplay, so this kind of setting up that this was kind of a bet that my friends didn't think I could do it, so I kind of used all my money to get things set up here and try to pay back and get everything back to prove them wrong that I can get this farm going. So there's that. Oh, also, I should probably set time at 3 times speed. And like I said, it's going to be semi RP because I'm going to slip in between actually doing the roleplay aspect and talking normally, but gonna do what I can. Oh, so this is gonna take a bit because it's quite a big field. At the same time, I don't know. I do not have a trailer, so oh, there's a lot of haters. Don't want to name names and have them get on me. I do eventually, hopefully, want to clear out or get a wood chipper and take out some of these trees and get some money that way. But that's gonna take a while because last I checked, the seller of that plot of land was asking at least 500,000, and as you can see, I'm nowhere near that. But we're gonna try. Maybe eventually we can also work up to getting the straw and we can turn that into some silage, but well, I guess I could. I'd have to rent a trailer as well as the header to grab this, and also put down something in the way of that will actually take the straw to turn into silage, which I do have something down, or is downloaded, so could use that. But like I said, I would have to rent that equipment and the trailer because I feel like my truck would fill up a little too fast doing that. But it could be worth it in the long run since that silage would probably help pay for a lot more things. And once we get this field down, I'll probably go about installing that pole in somewhere. But yeah, so the ones just hating on me to not do this or like they didn't think all my talking about being able to build up a farm would work, so they were like, "Oh, if you can do it, then go ahead, try." Put my money. So if I successfully do it, then they kind of owe me a bit of money back, and also I get a choice of a new machine that they have to pay for. But switching back to the non-RP part of it, this is not gonna take over for my other series on uh, Frankenmuth. Uh, that series is gonna keep going. It's just needing to with my helpers. Uh, Scheduling has been a little bit issue because real life happens, so they have their stuff they got to take care of, and got to make sure we can coordinate. So I'm still working on that. So that one's still gonna keep coming out. It's just if it doesn't come out on Sundays, then I'll have something else. But I'll be probably doing. Oh, there's no whoops. E, uh, Real life happens, so that comes first. Okay, before we continue, I forgot to do this. Okay, and back to what I was doing. Well, like I said, I'm gonna I'm gonna kind of run both these series side by side, and I'll try to think of a good stopping point for both, I guess. Oh boy. And I know some people like to put in time lapse and stuff when they're not really doing anything, but at the same time, I'm kind of playing on console, so I can't really edit down my videos without game capture, and I don't like messing with those. What was the question? I don't remember if I asked the question. Um, but I mean, like I said, I hoping, I guess maybe the question was, should I rent a trailer and pick up the straw and turn it into silage in a kind of a slower paced way for now? No, you're fine. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm hoping to run both the series. Yeah, it can be used later. It can even be used to feed cows if I get to that point. Also, unfortunately, I would like to do chickens, but I do not have any feed for them. I mean, I could start growing them some feed, but that would require me to plant it and then wait for it to finish growing here before getting them, and hoping I have enough money by then. Alright, so yeah, yeah, always gotta play the long game. You try to move too fast, you're gonna end up crashing and burning because you're gonna be getting some sloppy work done. Oh, hey, I got an achievement. Yes, because I was using myself to do this work. I don't know, I'll check that later. I'm assuming the achievement was probably for manually driving myself, but we'll find out later, or at least I will. Well, not the greatest yield, I guess, but at the same time, it wasn't the greatest field to begin with. They kind of pointed me in a direction and said I had to pick. They got to choose what field I had to go with, and this is the one they chose. So I guess they wanted to really kind of get to me. Now I will say I'm not doing crop destruction, so it's just at least I'm pretty sure I'm not. I have to double check. Yeah, a bet is a bet. That's true. So I'm gonna stop at this end before I get caught, just in case the crop destruction is on. I don't want to have that issue. And grab the truck, bring it over. Unload it, bring it to the silo for now. Oh, I guess this is a way. Let's test it. Okay, so crop destruction is off. Got it. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to. Oh, that unloaded fast. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make this into a successful farm. Kind of slowly build it up, and over time hopefully make it into a big success. I got ideas. Maybe if I hit over, we'll say the stopping point if it gets that far, maybe a few million. I highly doubt I'll get that much, but I'll park this there, get back in. You never know. Gotta start the empire somewhere. Well, you say that now, but I gotta work my way up there. Plus, I am, like I said, I'm restricting myself to just 2 contracts a month, so there's that, and also I have to try to restrain myself from doing unrealistic equipment for at least a year, maybe 2. So at the speed I'm going now, well, yeah, the contracts are big, but they're also big fields, so it's going to take a while, especially at normal speeds. So it'll take me a while to do them if they're if they're big fields. So but like I said, I'll get there eventually. And then if I get to like a few $1,000,000 and I feel like I'm not quite there to finish, we'll keep going, and I'll add the further higher level of money. Because I should show that that this big field that's right next to me is very expensive. If you want to see how expensive, I'll show you here in a second after I autosave. Field 32 here. $2 million for this whole field. But if I were able to get that, I could even cut it down into a few small fields if I wanted to. but that's a future idea. Oh, you think I should just keep it one? You think it should be just one field? Alright, take care. Enjoy lurking. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Try to get this done and oh, it's gonna take a while. So let's see what else. Oh, hopefully those wind turbines get me some cash. Maybe eventually I could set up a little farmer's market sell point near the road. Yeah, so if I'm gonna do some chickens, I probably should put some barley in here. Some barley or something. Yeah. Barley's a little bit quicker than, I have to double check. I think barley's a bit quicker growing. Oh, no, it's about the same as wheat. I guess I could also go with sorghum. I'd have to bring up, see market prices for them and see which one would be better, wheat, barley, or sorghum. The sorghum I wouldn't be able to get any of the straw like I am now. But alright, well, while we're waiting right here, let's look at the market price, bring up the tablet. Alright, so oats, best price is $11.59. Barley is $6.82, but I'm using it more for the straw. And then wheat's about $7.34. So so if we needed to sell off some of the crop, wheat would probably be better. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, what about sorghum? Actually, sorghum might be better. Two, three, and it would be ready about the time we need to sell some of it. Well, let's see. Hopefully we'll have a chance to have sorghum in. Well, hopefully I'm not too distracting in the background then. I may have to pause the time here though to run to the bathroom. But like I said, I think I will probably plant some sorghum just to try to get some extra income in, because it'll be close about selling price time to sell it. And I kind of have the equipment for it, but then again I also have to make sure the planter I was given can plant the sorghum, otherwise it's a mute point and I'll have to go with wheat then. But I think I'll ask one of the neighbors to come and help put plant in run the tractor so I can get this field planted, and then also work on a project or two myself, try to install the pole to turn the straw into silage, and also to uh, see about a chicken coop. And time permitting, maybe try to take on a contract. Alright, had to do that, but I will be right back. I gotta pause because I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Alright, let's get back to doing what I was doing. Also, I don't think I'll have enough money to put in a chicken coop anytime soon yet. Also, it looks, depending on how much time's left in the day, I don't know if I'll have time to even do a contract. Unless it's a baling contract of some kind. Baling or wrapping the bales. But we're gonna first focus on getting the homestead taken care of first before I even worry about contracts. Ha ha ha. Very funny. And like I said, I'm only starting out with this stuff. Like I said, I'll be hopefully slowly upgrading and getting better equipment and that kind of stuff as the series goes on, and I get enough money to do so. And hopefully be able to pay back a little bit of that loan that I had to take out to kind of get this place on its feet. Alright. Turn this on. Come on. Oh, well. It might help if I do that. Kind of can't get the stuff out of it if the pipe's not out. Alright. Unload. Alright. Let's just empty out the whole thing. Start fresh. Alright. Bring this over here. Turn the engine off. And hop back in here. No, we're getting there. Okay. guess I could look on my tablet again, check, actually let's do that now. No, autosave first. Check if my... Okay, so I can't use the planter I have for for sorghum, so we're gonna have to go with wheat. For the all intents and purposes, I do not count these towards mine because I did not buy them. So I will not be utilizing them as they are not technically mine. But yeah, like I said, we'll put wheat in here next and try to keep it as long as we can for feed. Otherwise, try to sell it off if we really need the money. Oh, looks like a few more passes, then we'll finally be done. Okay. Well, so I have to see how much it'll take to lease and use the trailer and the implement to pick up all this straw, as well as also getting the pole down. Which I guess I should probably... Let's actually go ahead and look at that now. Okay, so... under factory. Yes, so 2,000 for the pole that I'm going to be using. And here's pretty much what it is. It's just an old school drying pole. Kind of wanting to put it up here. Yeah, we'll put it down there. That's 2,000. And then we've got... some big equipment here. That would be kind of nice. But it's only for fertilizer, unfortunately. And I believe, have lime on as well. But the thing I was looking for was this. So at least that's 3,300. And then wrong one. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. I was thinking of getting this trailer. Put that at a unreal capacity. The only reason I'll put the unreal capacity on this is because, well, no, let's just keep it normal. That's 1500, so it should be fine renting that. Yeah, should be fine. I'm just debating with myself whether I really want to take the extra time to do so with... Alright, for the instances of this, normally I'm going to start if I use that trailer, I'm going to have the unreal capacity only to pick up the straw. Otherwise, I'm not going to use the unrealistic capacity for crops. It's just going to be for the straw. And since I'm only renting it, it'll be kind of better because, like I said, I'm trying not to own any unrealistic capacity stuff or engines or stuff like that for at least the first year of the farm. After the first year, I can think about trying to upgrade the capacity and speed on the harvester here if I have the money. Or you never know, I could make that part of the challenge that I also can't upgrade to Unreal capacity stuff owned on the farm until after the loan's paid off. We'll see which hits first. So yeah, here's hoping, like I said. And also let's hope those generators over there can help balance out the loan payments I gotta make. Even though I know they probably, I can hope they can. We'll just see how they go. because I also have to think I have maintenance costs I gotta do for the farm as well, so there's that. Oh. Alright. Almost there. 2 or 3 more passes and then I'm done. Then I can park away this stuff and then get to collecting all this straw, get in that hole and hope to get some silage to start selling. Gotta start earning that money to pay back everything. And try to make this homestead kind of sustainable, so if I leave it to somebody, they can keep going with it. Also, one of the big goals I want to do is try to buy that big field next to us, that $2 million field. Alright. Turn off the harvester, or at least the header. Might as well drive this over and park it in, or dump it in that way. Alright, so we've got quite a bit of oats in there, I'd say. Eventually we can either sell it, or hopefully if we get a chance to turn it into some flour, sell that instead. Alright, now let's fold her back up. Now turn it off. Alright, we'll dump this in and then see about how many liters of oats we got off of that field. Alright, let's see. We got 20,000 liters. Alright, so we're gonna have to work with that. Let's go ahead and park the dragon up in here. Turn it off, and then run over here to the tractor. Alright, let's get this. We'll lease that, and then we'll lease this. Alright, let's head up to the shop and grab that. Already what? What did I do? Have a nice joyride to the shop here. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I've got 20,000 liters of oats. That's how much I got off that field. But like I said, it's not gonna sell. Well, it'll sell the best, but if I can, I would like to eventually try to turn it into flour and make stuff out of that way. But if I need to, I can just sell it outright. This is one of our neighbors that's going to help us. They're over there. Might ask them opinions on chickens because it looks like they've got some over there. Hailstorm. Wait. Oh, go back. Let's go back here. What advertisements we have? Oh, for Iron Plow live in concert. The Weedles. Uh, oh man. Those sound like some interesting concerts. But here's the all the town. Got looks like a sawmill and gas station over there. Shop should be right up here. Alright. Hook up there. I gotta say, the person that set up their shop here had one hell of a view of the place. Let's go this way. Yep, here's the gas station right there. Looks like farmer's market on the left here. Yep, it's a sawmill on the right. What is that? Oh wait, no, that's a production building. That's the farmer's market there. I guess I could look on the map here, see what those are. Let's look. Okay. So that was, oh, the preserve factory. And that's the cement factory. Then we got carpentry and, oh, that paper factory there. The dairy's back here. Wait, garden center? Might have to check that out. Kind of drove in a ditch there. Okay, let's see. Get this back and start working on the picking up all our hay. I was also hoping to get maybe this field over here too, but that's also, they're selling pretty expensive there too. I think it was like 60 grand? Let's look. Yeah, this is a pretty big field. 360,000. So yeah, a future goal to hopefully get. Alright, hang on a second. Alright, I'm back. Had to deal with the cat. Alright, let's turn this on and start going. So, who wants to, I wonder, who wants to place a bet? This is probably going to be over 100,000 liters of straw. Or more. Alright. Turn this around. Kind of hard to see in here, so I kind of have to go to the drone view. Well, it looks after one pass, we got about 16,000. And some change. So, maybe I overshot a bit. Maybe we won't hit the 100,000. But we can try. That's all we can always do. Just try. Well, second pass, 31. And pretty much whatever, because I don't even know what the capacity is for the hole. I'll have to look here in a second. Whatever we don't get in, up, nope, don't hit the tree, go around the tree. The option to go straight through is not an option. Well, headland all done, and we're at 47. Alright, so before we do that, I'm gonna look, what is our capacity? So it can hold, well, it'll hold all the straw. Oh, it won't turn side. Oh, well, this sucks. I don't get how this is a thing, but okay. So that sucks. It turns straw into straw? How? Okay. But yeah, it looks like that's a bust. We're gonna have to just sell the straw outright then. Which sucks, but it is what it is. I guess I just I'll keep that pole down in case we get some grass so I can turn that into silage. Well, live and learn, I guess. We'll just work on what we got. I could have sworn it did the straw, but maybe that's the other production I'm thinking of. Which, if we want to put that down, I'll need to get the straw into turn that into silage. I guess we could keep the straw for now and wait to get that production down and turn it into silage that way. Or another possibility is I take another loan out to, or a bit more of a loan to increase our loan to place down the production now. So that could be an option. But once again, that will increase what we have to pay back and also the loan payment, so but at the same time, getting that production down also would help us get further along on producing stuff. But I'd need 2 different buildings for it. So I need about 70,000 more to get both those buildings down, to make more silage, and also to make, if I wanted to turn my oats into flour. Like I said, we'll take it a step at a time. I'll put this straw away at least and return this equipment and have my helper plant while I decide on the next step. Maybe do a contract. Because if I do my contracts for the month, maybe I'll have enough to put them down to get things going. Okay. Well, we're at 80,000, so we might hit the 100,000 I was thinking. That side's all done. Now let's go to the other. Just a little bit here. At the same time, I hope I can put that other building down and do straw into silage. Don't want to put another building down and have the problem of that not working either. But I've used it before, so I'm pretty sure it should work. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just gonna have to do a lot of thinking before you start getting this going. Okay. A few more passes and we'll be done. Hey, we got over 100,000. Nice. Alright. Looks like 3 more passes and we should be done. Alright, and we are done. 117,000 liters of straw. Alright, so since that pole's not gonna do us any good, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Sucks, but what do you do? Lost $1,000 on putting it down, but it is what it is. I'll dump this in here. Alright. We'll detach the trailer here. This here. I'll go get the planter. And get it going on the field. I think once I get it started on the field with wheat, I'll probably... Oh, right, we gotta buy stuff. Once I get it going on the field, I'll probably head to the. I gotta go head to the bathroom again. Have a lot of liquid today. Alright. So it's. Yeah, we're gonna go with wheat. And set them off. And I will be right back while this gets going. Alright, I am back. Let's save. Alright, while we're here, I'm gonna look, see what we got. Interesting. So, can make diesel out of what does that sell for? That meal. Canola meal. 1400. Corn. Ethanol doesn't have a sell point. Sorghum, that sells for quite a bit. I mean, the soybean meal also sells pretty good. It makes me wonder how much is. I think soy sells for like $6,000 though. Not bad. Could be an option. I just have to wait and see. What else? That's fine. You go ahead and lurk. I'm just trying to decide plans here. while they're planting the wheat into the field. I'm gonna look at contracts. It seems like a pain to get down to. Well, we got a good couple of failing contracts. Wish I could do these, but there's such a pain, and I do not have the patience for it. I mean, we could harvest field 2. It's an oat field. Yeah, let's just do field 2. Yeah, we'll do field 2 and we'll borrow the items. While our helper is working on our field here, we'll head down the hill and do this. Oh, geez, that's one heck of a drop. Never mind. I'll just go over here. Start our harvesting right here. Oh, back here up. And away we go. Get this field all harvested and get some money. Maybe we'll, depending on what we get for this contract, maybe we'll think about putting that small production down and maybe getting the straw started and turn to silage. One hell of a machine. Bit pricey for me. Alright, let's get on to the next pass. Also, eventually I need to get myself a roller and a plow in case I need it. Some more equipment I need to get for the farm that I don't have yet. Eventually, hopefully. I think if I go the route with, I'll have to see if there's a pipe that I can get it out of, but maybe go the route of I have to, if I buy the ethanol plant, I can't put down the ethanol plant myself. I have to use the one on the map, but if I have to see if I can get the ethanol out of the plant first. And then if I can, then I'll consider maybe trying to do that so I can save on gassing up the equipment by just having that instead. Be one heck of a way to use some sorghum to make it. Didn't know that you could make ethanol with sorghum. Or we could eventually have a cornfield and do it that route. Well, we'll figure something out when we get to that point. Figure it out as we go. Okay, it's filling up pretty well in there. Yep, there we go. Yeah, just the capacity on this tank is a lot bigger than the one I have on mine. What kind of fence do we have over here? What's over here? Never seen this, so we'll see it as we go by. Wait, is that... they fence in a grass area? Yeah, looks like they did. Curious of how you get in and out of there. Maybe through here. No, the fence looks like it goes all the way down. Oh wait, that's not grass, that's a root crop in there. Yeah, it looks like they got it fenced off, so it's like curious how you're supposed to get in there. I don't know. At some point it'll happen. At least the delivery point's not that far away either. Oh, that's a spot. Can't be missing many. Every little bit counts. Well, depending on how this goes, I may have to go soon. So, may only get the one contract this month. Which is fine. There'll be more chances to get more contracts done. We'll still have the 2 for September to do. Well, depending on what time. If the day is still early enough, I may be able to get a second contract in. Heck of a sharp turn. But we're getting there. Oh, right. before I forget, probably should do that quick before it charges me more. I'll have the shop come and pick those back up. And let's see how well it's going over here. Well, it's going. Oh. Yeah, I need to lime and plow and roll. Just all kinds of stuff needs to get done with that field, and I also need to get a weeder too. So yeah, lots of things to try to get done. Hopefully by the next harvest I'll have enough saved up to get a plow and get that going in that field, and hopefully a roller as well. Get that yield bonus back up. I have to soon get the trailer hooked up and bring the truck down here. I don't think I'm going to get another... Yeah, I'm definitely not going to get it around again before I need to unload. I think if I come back, I might pick up that baling contract with the drivable one, just for fun. See how far I can get around before having to bring the truck down. Go. Well, I'll have to probably end right here. Let's get to the end here. I know, I hope, I really want to get before I stop today, I really want to get the field planted first. Oh, we got an electric truck. Beep. Oopsie. Wrong button. Well, that's all fancy. Alright, let's unload here. Get it all out in the trailer. And 33% in the trailer. Alright, let's get going. Do the truck there. This has got a wide width, so I'm getting quite a bit of it done at once. I'll eventually learn how to get into there. Probably as soon as I fill up again, I'll probably go do a delivery, see how much of the contract fills up. Then again, I kind of know what it does, but at the same time I don't. heck of a drive down. Back it up. Get back on this lane. But yeah, after a second pass, I'll probably, or a second dump off, I'll probably go empty the trailer into the drop-off spot. Actually, I'll probably, no, I'll wait to fill it, because I can't keep this machine going. I'm going to be driving this, so I can't really keep the machine sitting there while, because I don't want to overly rely on helpers, because I have to pay them, and that's going to cost a pretty penny. It starts piling up. Gotta get going on this, and as soon as I fill the trailer up, we'll get to the cell point. Oh, we'll just keep driving this way. Alright, head back up and finish this pot up here first. Because apparently we're going different directions with these. Heading on out. I was checking our helper down at the house after an autosave. Oh, there. The hell? The hell's going on here? I'm gonna go over and check. Oh, hang on. I'll look to see if they actually fixed this. Okay, so they went too far on one. Okay. Got a little worried that my worker was slacking. Okay. Take care of that. Oh boy. Oh man, it's gonna take quite a bit, even with the bigger machine. Like a couple more passes this side at least. Then we got the other half of the field to do. Do what for the vine? I may have missed a joke. Now think about it, I'll probably, in between this stream and the next one, I'll probably give it some thought and see if I'll place the production down for the silage, or if I should wait on it. I'll think about it. Figure something out. Then I'll come back to the next stream and either I'll have it set or I'll set it down, have it get set up as I go. Empty this into the truck before starting on the next section down there. Yeah, I'm gonna empty this before I start on the next section, so I'm not caught in the middle of the field. While this is unloading, I can check in on my helper. Well, we're getting the last... Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that, aren't I? It's gonna bug me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that last little bit over there myself. Oh, they're almost done at least. Okay, let's see. Get this last bit done. I'm gonna take it all up there to turn it. 5 or so passes over here. I think I'll finish this contract up before I go fix that little spot on my field, and then probably call it a stream. Oh boy, maybe more than 5. Oh boy. Also, this has a lot of hours on it. Well, we'll find out. Let's check a couple of things while I'm driving. Okay. Wait. Turn around. Onward. going a bit longer than I thought it would, but then again, it is bigger fields, so it's going to take a lot longer to do. Okay. I know I said I was going to wait, but I can't wait. I just want to get this stuff done. Make sure that's the only spot they missed. No, they missed over here. That should be it. Add over here. See it all the way over here. Well, at least this whole field only took half a tank. That's good to know. That should be, yep, we're good. But hopefully at some point we can get I need to get some lime, fertilizer spreader. Well, yeah, I need to get a lime and a fertilizer spreader and also plow, all kinds of things. Get everything parked in. All right. Let's go back to what we were doing. Right. At the rate the day goes, they only get one big field to do or two smaller contracts. Well, then again, next month will be a bit different because I won't have as much to do on my farm as I would as I did today because I just got the crop in the field and I gotta wait for it to grow now. But we'll see what happens. I had a lot of liquid today. I might have to go to the bathroom again before I end this. like four or five more. And then that end on there, I guess. Which I may, when I get to that end, I may just pass over it to get it shaved down so it's just the back and forth here. And probably empty again after I shave it down. Alright. Get done with this pass and head over there, see if I need to trim it down. Yeah, looks like I gotta trim it down. Excuse me. Might have enough space that unloading it after I trim this down might be a good call anyway. Okay. Here. I might not be able to finish shaving this down before I have to go unload. That'll be a risk. Let's try it. Get the pipe out anyway. Well, that's all she got. Oh boy, come on, you can do it. Things get kind of heavy. Alright. Now I can see how much is in that trailer now. Oh, I wonder, is it gonna have enough room? Nope. I'm gonna... Well, since that's the case, let's take this up to... Alright. Get it dumped off. Alright. So this needs to go to the grain mill. Tag it so I can find it easier. I guess it wasn't that hard to find. Alright, well while that's unloaded, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get this back. Let's do the field. Alright. Back to the finishing this up quick. And we might get some money for leftover, hopefully. Well, we'll see. We got about 1-2 more passes. Oh man. Just straight ahead. I don't know if I got this end either. No, I'll have to get this end, but it won't be as long of a cut. Yeah, it'll probably be 2 more passes there. Finish this up. Alright. Here we go, 1 of 2. Yeah, I'm looking at the time, unless I want to do a lot of field work in the dark. Probably gonna end up having to do 1 big contract during the day or 1 or 2 small ones if I've got field work to do. I just hope it doesn't finish the contract before I get all of it off the field. Last row. Welcome back. Like I was saying, I'll probably, in between this stream and next stream, I'll be contemplating whether to put the silage thing. Sorry, I lost the train of thought. It was between now and, or from this stream to the next one, or the next time I do this. Between this one and the next one, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Between this one and the next one, next time I do this, I will, debate on putting if I put the production down, the small production for turn the straw into silage. That way we can get some silage going so we can start selling that too. Okay, once this is all done, get this turned in. Alright. Just had 9,000 liters left on that field. Yeah, this one I would have had to make 2 trips anyway. Actually might stop at the ethanol plant quick to see if it has a pipe on it. Ooh, got about 5 grand out of 5100 for extra product. Now, before we go, autosave. Where is the... No, that's the Cooper, the bakery, sugar mill, cereal, that's oil, soup, spinnery, potato, tailor, grape, rope, sawmill, dairy. Wait, where is the ethanol plant? That's a gas station. So is that. Oh, is that down here? Pig feed, pig feed. The ethanol, okay. Head over here. Okay, drop off here. Then you pick up here. But is that also where you get the gas? You got... This is probably one for meal, one for... Both for meal, I guess, but... That's pig feed. Don't know, it does not look like it has output for gas. I'll have to test that out some other time. Because this one looks like it's for meal. Maybe this one is for gas? Because I don't see any other outlet for it. Oh, I have to test it out another time. Anyway, we'll hop back over here, and we will complete the contract. So we got 24 grand for that. So, as I said, I will consider putting that production down. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, we will have it, but we also have to consider I'm gonna need some other stuff. I'm getting distracted, sorry. I will have the loan payment and other stuff coming out, so I have to keep some money in, but I believe it's only 35. Yeah, the output is gas, so I gotta stop paying attention to that. So it's 45,000 to put this down. And that's where I could turn my straw into silage. So it's 45,000. I have 56, but I also have to consider I have the loan out, and then I also have maintenance fees to do. But I will think on that, and next time I do this, I'll let you guys know. We'll either have it down or I'll put it down when we get here. So I'll see you guys on the next time. Talk to you later.